How's it going? Good?
Hey.
Hold the camera just so we can get a stick for it.
Yeah. Don't be picking on me.
Good. Great.
So I'm going to recite a speech that I wrote. So my name is Michael Trucco, but you guys probably already figured that out. Thanks for coming. I'm just going to sit up here, and if you guys have any questions, anything that you want to ask me, anything that you want to know, anything that you want to know about Battlestar, or any shows that I've done or been on, or am currently doing, I am here to tell my secrets. So I guess we have a microphone in the center, or you know what, it's an intimate group, we can just shout it out. If you got a question, I will answer it. Oh, well, we got a video guy, so if you need any video guidance or reference, help yourself. Any questions? Yes, sir. How's it going?
Yeah, long time no see.
Yeah, I know, it's been years.
Alright, quick question. So, Battlestar Galactica, as an experience in acting, did you feel like that you had any fundamental change in how you did things? And if so, were they good or bad changes, and why?
That's a good question. Fundamental changes. From an acting perspective?
Yeah.
It was nothing but good.
Yeah.
It was probably, in my career, it's probably one of the best moves I've ever made, choice-wise, you know, in art. Nothing like I was fortunate and lucky enough to get cast in a show like that. But I feel like I was getting a lesson in acting every day that I was on set. I said this before when Tom and I were doing a panel yesterday, that working with people like Edward James Olmos, Mary McDonald, Michael Hogan, James Cowles, Jamie Bamber, the list goes on, and in particular with Katie Sackhoff. I mean, this is a girl who's 10 years my junior, and every time I was in the scene with her, I felt like I was going to school. She's just good, man. She's just really, really intense, and I felt like she stepped up my game. You know, I felt like being in scenes with her made me a better actor. But my whole experience on that show, I hope made me a better actor. I'll be doing scenes with Mary McDonald, and you know, the camera would be rolling, and I'd be watching. You know, I'm in the scene with Mary, for crying out loud. We're doing dialogue together. I was like, holy shit, are you guys watching this? She's amazing right now, you know. And we're in the scene, and I remember thinking it would almost take me out of the scene because Mary would do stuff that was so subtle and so good that just to be in the scene with her was a treat. It was like a front row seat to get to watch her act. And the same obviously is said for Eddie and Michael Hogan. I just watched these great actors and I watched their process. And you know, I felt like I had to step up my game to meet them. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So what was your favorite episode of film?
I've been asked this before. My favorite episode, I think it was my first one. Because I think I say that with retrospect now, because I had no idea at the time that my first episode was going to lead to something so enduring. My character was initially hired to be around for 2 episodes. That was the deal that I made. I got hired for a 2-episode arc. And I was going to be on Pepper Cut, I need a Starbucks, and we have a little roll in the hay, hit you in the curve, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out kind of thing, and that was going to be it. And at the time, yeah, great. I knew the show, I was aware of the show. I had auditioned long before for the pilot, so this was season 2, and so I was like, I'll do this is a great gig. 2 episodes on Battlestar Galactica, this is a great gig. So, I think now in retrospect, that first episode is probably my favorite. It's the one I remember the most. Because I had no idea. I was not filled with any predispositions. I didn't have any preconceptions of what it was going to be. And I just remember meeting Tom, for example, in Grace Park, who I worked with heavily in that first episode, of course, Katie, and they immediately welcomed me into the world, into the little family. And that really sat with me. Because as a guest star on someone else's television show, there sometimes can be a little bit of a little distance not that people are unkind, but you guest star on somebody else's show. They have their little family unit, they have their little family circles, and their inside jokes, and their friends and their cliques. And you work with them, and people are pleasant. But Grace and Tomo and Katie, it felt like we've known each other our whole lives, and that sticks with me as one of my best memories from the show. And so consequently, that I feel like my favorite episode was that first one.
Great, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for the question. Anybody else?
I don't want to get up, but I'll ask.
Don't get up. You can get outside. Sit down. I'm sitting down. I was going to get up. I'm just too lazy to.
If you could be on a
Breaking Bad. The question was if I could be on any TV show, what would it be? And the answer is Breaking Bad. I don't even know if I fit into that show. I just know. I mean, I just walk by with like a tray of butter. You guys are amazing, by the way. To me, now that Battlestar has ended its run, I think the greatest show on television, personally, is Breaking Bad. It's just, you might not know it. I'm sorry. I should have said it.
You're right.
You just don't agree. That's okay. I mean, that's what's great about art, right? It's polarizing, and for me, I find that show fascinating. Everything from the writing to the acting and the way it's shot, the cinematography, and everything about it fascinates me. And so I would love to be associated with that level of art. So yeah.
You know the show Supernatural?
The what show?
Supernatural.
I'm aware of it. Yeah.
Yeah, the two of us over the weekend we did.
That was my second answer, actually. So I think Breaking Bad or
Supernatural.
I just didn't know which one I knew. Supernatural. Damn it. Anybody else? Yeah, go ahead.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, that's such a, what's your favorite
All right, just
food?
thought a few.
I mean, I could give you a top 10 list. My favorite director is Martin Scorsese. So, one of my favorite Martin Scorsese films is The King of Comedy. But I think all time, one of the greatest movies ever made was Goodfellas. And I say that because that's the kind of movie that no matter what time of day, night, middle of the night, middle of the day, if that is on, and I happen to be surfing through channels and I land on that, I cannot not watch it. No matter what point it is in the movie, if it's even the last 15 minutes, if I just catch it from the beginning or the middle, I have to watch it. And the movie that is that compelling to me is Goodfellas. But those are, there's so many. That's such a hard answer. It's such a hard question to answer. But I would say that in general, as a filmmaker, anything that Martin Scorsese, Paul Thomas Anderson, those kinds of movies really, really resonate with me.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So I just got here 2 minutes late. So if this question was already asked, I apologize.
No problem. I'll probably give an entirely different answer.
At what point did you find out that you were going to be Cylon in Battlestar? And how far into this?
We didn't find out. We didn't find out anything. Well, the most of the cast, Aaron Douglas, he found out way earlier than everybody else. And I found out from Aaron Douglas that I was going to be a Cylon. He couldn't wait to tell me too, in his devious little shitty grin. He's like, you're a Cylon. But our scripts would come not more than a few days before we'd shoot them. And we were shooting 8-day weeks, I think, or 7-day weeks. I forget how long each episode was. But they didn't really discuss long-term events with us, and we knew that we were coming to the end of the series that the Cylons would be revealed. So it was kind of a crapshoot. Everybody knew that there was possibilities it could be anybody. So there was a lot of rumors going around. And even when I heard from Aaron that it was going to be Aaron and Michael Hogan and Reka and myself, and then eventually Kate Vernon. At first I was like, get out of here, you're crazy. But sure enough, we got that script, and there it was, in that iconic scene, when we all come together. And it just didn't make sense. I couldn't get my head around it. It just didn't make any sense for everything that I've been doing up until this point that I've now become revealed as a Cylon. It didn't make any sense to me. But you just kind of put your faith in Ron Moore and company, and I feel like it worked out pretty good. Thank you. Yes, sir. I think it had.
Thank you.
No.
Yesterday you talked about how sometimes, and I believe Cameron mentioned that he was always a little bit wary of talking to the director about if he thought that in the script his character wasn't exactly doing what he thought he'd be doing. And I was wondering, with your situation having, Andrew to be a silent in, do some of those, so it's kind of a two-part, did you have those moments where you wondered why is this happening, why would I be acting in this way, and then in retrospect, do you think that some of those moments made sense?
Yeah, I think all those moments made sense because that's exactly what you just said. Why is this happening? Why am I acting this way? Why am I doing this? As the actor, me as Michael Trucco saying those things, I just put those into Sam Anders, which was Sam Anders going, why am I acting like this? Was me going, why am I acting like this? Why am I saying these lines? And I did make the call, but I think all of us did. I think that Michael Hogan and Aaron Douglas, everybody made a call to run more.